Hello. I'm quickly about to go on stories, live on stories, and tell people to come live here so that everyone's here in one place. And guys, we're live on YouTube. Make sure you guys go over to the YouTube channel link in my bio and join us live on YouTube, because I will not be staying live on Instagram. I'm just here to remind you guys to come live on YouTube. I'm reading all of your comments and live chat. Hello, 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 hello. Hi. Okay, so basically the main agenda for today's live, okay, tuning out of Instagram live and I'm going into YouTube live. So make sure you guys go over to the YouTube link in my bio and come on the live. See you on YouTube. Okay. Here from Instagram, reading your comments. Okay, so one of the main things I want to discuss with you guys today actually is my trip to Turkey. There were a lot of questions that you guys were sending me. I want to quickly shut the door because there's a little bit of noise coming. And I'm here. So, first off, thank you for all the love that you guys gave me on my recent videos, on my pictures from Turkey. Turkey was absolutely fabulous. I had a great time. Jerry and I both had a really, really wonderful time. Yes, I did make vlogs for those of you who are asking. In fact, my Istanbul vlog is ready. The only reason I'm not putting it up right away is I want to put out a little bit of a teaser beforehand so you get a glimpse of all the cities. That's something I'm working on at the moment. And once that is done, you will see city by city vlogs. I'm just letting you guys know that each of these vlogs is going to be like 15-20 minutes because it's three days. I didn't want to do daily vlogs because I was supposed to be on holiday, right? I mean, I did land up working and vlogging and all of that, but I was supposed to be on holiday. So I didn't do daily vlogs. Also, I think 15 vlogs would be too much. I thought of doing them city-wise. I've got my first question about Turkey right here. The accommodation that you had in Turkey, was it pet friendly? I want to travel with fam and doggy. Unfortunately, that's not something I know because I didn't ask, but I did tell you guys who I booked my hotels through. So if you reach out to them and tell them you want pet-friendly hotels, I'm sure they'll arrange for those for you. Reading the comments. Favorite food of Istanbul? Oh my God, kumpir. Okay, for those of you who are going to Turkey, I saw kumpir stalls and stores, etc., like restaurants, I'm saying stores, mainly in Istanbul. Kumpir is basically like roasted mashed potato with cheese and corn and sauces, more cheese, and you can add like toppings to it. So I would have it with like corn and spicy corn and this thing that they have called, it's like a red couscous. Red couscous, sorry, not couscous, couscous. I'm salivating a little bit right now thinking of kumpir, guys. Sorry. You're looking amazing with your new hair. Your top is taking it to a new level. How sweet. Thank you. Missing your and who is Gerald? Darling, my husband's name is Gerard. But thank you. Gerard will probably feature in some videos with me in the time to come. We haven't shot anything apart from all the Turkey footage. How was the climate? The climate was really cold. In Cappadocia, we would wake up to like -3 degrees of breakfast and stuff like that. Istanbul was like 7 degrees, 8 degrees. In the nights, it would be like 2 degrees, 3 degrees. A lot of people were messaging me, commenting, DMing me, and telling me what is the weather going to be like. What should I take along with me? But I'm like, guys, I can't tell you how it's going to be when you're going. Like, some people are going in April, some people are going in May. Google it, check the weather. Keep in mind that Istanbul is very windy. The rest of it is just temperature wise, really. Where is Jerry, sir? He is at work or on his way home. I don't know. I haven't spoken to him in the last hour. What's your favorite destination? I have too many. Yeah. My favorite place in my favorite place in Turkey, sorry, would probably be Istanbul. And my favorite memory would definitely be hot air ballooning. It was surreal. It was absolutely amazing. It was so, so good, really. Like, I think that if you go to Turkey and you don't go hot air ballooning, like, to kya kiya, sort of on that level. One souvenir which everyone should bring back from Turkey. I'm not particularly fond of souvenirs per se. Maybe bring back a fridge magnet if you feel like it, but I'm not a souvenir person. I'm just not. I like memories and I like photos and like I brought back ceramic wall plates and teapots and little cups. My wall plate broke, the one I got from my mom, but stuff like that. Did you go to Istanbul for a holiday before? Yes, I have been to Istanbul before. I spent a week in Istanbul in 2013. I was there with friends. What's the fare for a hot air balloon? That's a really good question. So I'm mostly going to pick up the Turkey questions. So others who are asking me other questions, this is like going to be a Turkey oriented live. It would be great if you could keep your questions to that. Beauty and all we do all the time. Aaj thoda Turkey ho jaye. What was the question? Fare for hot air balloon. Okay, so hot air balloons start at around 160 euros per person. And if it's like really high demand, like for example, in March when we were there, they had to cancel 18 days of hot air ballooning. So just to give you a little bit of detail, hot air ballooning happens from like say 6, 7 in the morning till around 8, 8:30 in the morning. It doesn't go on through the day. So because of excessive winds and weather and stuff, they had to cancel it 18 days. This is up until when we were there. I don't know about after that. So instead of selling it at like 160, 180, they were selling it at like 200 euros, 250 euros. It was really, really expensive. Thankfully, we were there with really reliable people and they didn't overcharge us. But that's a rough estimate of what it would cost. What airline did we travel with? So you can fly direct Turkish Airlines. That is a little bit more expensive. We flew via Kuwait Airlines because we didn't mind a little bit of a halt, like an hour halt, or like a couple of, while coming back, we had no halt actually. I think we saved around 15,000 rupees per person because we picked Kuwait Airlines over Turkish Airlines, something like that. I don't remember exactly because we booked in Jan. So yeah. Thank you for all the lovely compliments. Did you try sweet baklava? Absolutely. I got back some 3 kgs of baklava. I literally just had a piece of baklava and I think there was one more and I don't know where it is. I love baklava. I absolutely love it. And I coincidentally, because I was pulling it out of the box, I have the business card of the place where we bought the baklava from in case you want to take a screenshot. We bought it from Rees in Grand Bazaar. Is the food and accommodation expensive in Turkey? Ranjita, actually, I wouldn't say so. There are places that are actually much more expensive. Having said that, depending on where you're traveling in the world now, you'll find places to suit all budgets. If you don't feel like spending on like a really good hotel, you can Airbnb it. It's very, very safe. In my experience, Turkey as a country in general is really, really safe. Like, I mean, there were instances where like my cash was here and like people would like it's just really safe. Like you don't feel like people are out there trying to go to skim your money off the table or whatever. Really, really nice people. They go out of their way to be nice to you and friendly to you. Actually, I really appreciate that. I booked my tickets for my holiday on the 26th of Jan, actually. Alika, to answer your question, 26th of Jan. We booked them on our anniversary, I remember, because we wanted to book it in the first half of Jan and we kept forgetting to. And then on our anniversary, Jerry and I said, oh God, let's just sit down and make this booking. So yeah. I am saving this video on the channel, yes, for sure. My Turkey vlog will be coming up in 5 parts to answer your question, Aditi. I'm going to quickly open my content calendar. And you should be seeing the Istanbul vlog up on Tuesday. I do 5 videos a week and the 5 for this week have already been scheduled. So this first Istanbul vlog will go up on Tuesday. Oh, how was Pamukkale? Pamukkale was absolutely amazing. If you do go to Izmir or are staying in Kushadasi, you must go to Pamukkale. It's about a 3-hour drive, which is a little extensive. I understand that, but it's something you should see. How many hours to Turkey? I don't know if it was a direct flight. I don't remember how many hours we were in the flight when I went last time. I went via Turkish Airlines. I think this time it was about 3.5 hours to Kuwait, and then 3 hours to Istanbul. Yeah, I think you can just check that on Make My Trip or something. What ferry type did you take in Istanbul for the Bosphorus tour? Okay, so these Bosphorus tours, this is a really good question, are of various categories. They start from like really, really cheap to like a little more expensive. The one we took was a 2-hour cruise, and we paid 200 lira per person. Really nice, chill, beautiful, very scenic, very romantic. Yeah. Any must try local cuisine, non-spicy, richa. So yes, they have this thing called donors, which are like shawarmas, but not shawarmas. They're basically layers of kebabs that they break out open for you, which are really, really yummy. I am not particularly fond of them because I don't love and dig kebabs as much, but Jerry loves them. And you can make them spicy or non-spicy based on your preference. Experience in Turkey was amazing. Have I been to Princess Island? Yes. Fiza, I actually went to Princess Island on my last trip to Istanbul. This time we didn't go because there was just so much happening in any case. And Princess Island is mainly like, it's like a little pretty touristy photo space kind of a thing. I wouldn't say it's on like a must see list. It's pretty and it's nice, but I have been there and yeah, it's nice. Tell us the countries you have visited. That's a really, really interesting question. So I've been to UAE, I've been to Dubai and Abu Dhabi, I've done Germany, I've done France, I've been to the UK, I've been to the US about 5 something times. I've been to Indonesia a couple of times. I've been to Thailand, Singapore. I'm headed to Sri Lanka later this week. Am I missing anything? Am I missing anything? Am I missing anything? Did I say Germany? I've been to Germany. Switzerland. I've been to Switzerland. I can't remember. These are the countries that I have visited for now that I can think of. Yeah. Traditional dress in Turkey, I don't know. I didn't ask. No, I did not get back the Lay's, Alika. My bags were full. I had no space. We shopped and we had ceramics. Hong Kong. Wow, somebody remembered. Of course, I've been to Hong Kong. Was it sunny in Turkey? Yes, it was, Amina. It was very sunny in Turkey. Sunny, warm sun and cool winds. It was really quite the combination. Thank you, Richa. That's so sweet. The hotel details, Namita, will all be in my vlogs. I'm mentioning each and every hotel. I'm showing you guys each and every room. I'm telling you guys how we got there. I'm telling you guys how you could get there as well. I've given you guys travel tips in each and every one of my vlogs, how to save money or if you feel like splurging. Yeah, how to dress in Turkey actually is the question I have gotten a lot, and I see Somya Pathak asking me that right now. To be honest, it's so chill. You don't really have to think about how to dress in Turkey in terms of culture. What I will tell you is please think about it because it's cold, and if you're if you feel cold, then you must think about it. But in terms of culture, not really. It's super chill. No language issue. Not everybody speaks English, but they follow what you're saying, like because they're so used to the tourists, no. Priya, it's going to be impossible for me to tell you approximate ticket prices for Turkey, because if you've traveled, you'll know that there are times you log onto a website to book your tickets in the morning, and by the time you log back on in the evening, the prices have changed. So I don't think I can give you any ballparks, because um, I've seen people who've traveled for as little as 25, 30 to people who even spent like 45, 50. We booked well in advance, and that's, I think, what everybody should do when you're traveling, just to make sure you get good deals on everything. When am I heading to Switzerland? I'm not heading to Switzerland anytime now. I have been to Switzerland in the past. Lots of weather related questions, but I've already answered that. How was your cave journey considering the claustrophobia? It actually wasn't caves, it was an underground city. It's an underground city that they used back in the day, centuries ago, I think. And it was interesting. I'm really glad I got through it, but there was a patch in the middle for like 5 to 10 minutes where I just sat down and I said, Jerry, I'm going to pass out. I can't. I don't know if I can do this. And he sat me down and I took deep breaths and had some water and I got through it somehow. I have not been to Vietnam. Okay, what I'm going to do really quickly is open up the Instagram post where I asked you guys to post your Turkey related questions. I'm going to open it out. And I'm going to answer some of the Turkey related questions that I have on this Instagram post. I don't know if you guys are following me actively on Instagram. How many of you are following me on Instagram? I'm going to quickly open out the comments. Lots of me's coming up, which makes me super happy. Okay, so I have a question from Neha Sethi. Do a blog post sharing your itinerary. And I've said that my blogs will have my itinerary, but just so you know, we started out with 3 days in Istanbul, went on to 3 days in Kushadasi. Now, when I say Kushadasi, you actually land at Izmir airport and then you drive to Kushadasi, which is an hour away from Izmir airport. In Kushadasi itself, we spent 3 days there, but we spent the second day in Pamukkale, which is sort of like another nearby city of sorts. You drive 3 hours to go to Pamukkale. And then we went into 3 days in Antalya. Then we did 3 days in Cappadocia, and then we did 2.5, 3 days more in Istanbul. That's what my itinerary was like. People who are asking me about outfits, I think I've already answered sort of over here. Which cities would you suggest to stay? I think I'll stick to the ones that I mentioned I've been to, because I don't want to suggest anything I haven't actually tried for myself. On a scale of 1 to 10, this is a YouTube question. How cute are the Turkish boys? Oh my God. Sorry, I wasn't looking. I was like on a little honeymoon of sorts with my husband. I'm not, I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know, guys. I clearly didn't check them out enough. I was too busy looking at my husband. I have eyes only for him. How to travel from one place to another in Turkey? This is a question from Prachi Mundra Lohia on the post. Sorry, I'm getting confused. I have somebody saying Jerry is around. Jerry's not home, guys. He's at work. How to travel from one place to another in Turkey? Flight. Yeah, you can road trip, but road tripping will be just as expensive as the flights, and I think you might take longer. So I would suggest taking flights internally, because they're really quick flights, and they're cheap. They're not expensive. They're like 2,000 rupees from one place to another and stuff like that, which is really decent. So Hina Lalwani is asking me Cappadocia's best hotel and may a good time to visit. Okay, so I can't comment on best because naturally I've only stayed at one. We stayed at Rocks in Goreme. What I will tell you is that make sure that when you go to Cappadocia, you stay in the area of Goreme. Goreme is where all the tourists stay. It's where the hot air ballooning happens. It's where the city center is and stuff like that. So if you stay in some other area, you might not get the chance to do the tours and hot air ballooning and all of that. La la la, going through questions. How much time should one stay? The ideal time to stay here. This is a question from Miss Nandini that I have over here. I think that a good time for Turkey is 2 weeks. I wouldn't recommend anything lesser or more if you actually want to explore the entire country. For example, when Jerry and I were planning the holiday and we were thinking about where to go, we started out with the Eastern Europe circuit, which is Europe, Vienna, Prague, Budapest, and all of that. And we realized, you know what, let's just pick one country and explore that one country properly. I think that might be better. So if you want to go to a country and explore it properly, and if that country is Turkey for you, I think about 2 weeks is a good amount of time. Hi Anam, it was good to see all your Turkey stories. Okay, this is a beauty related question. I'm going to scroll over. Sudha09 is asking me how did I plan the trip, which hotels, what are the best places to stay, the markets, restaurants, and how many cities to plan in each day. So to answer this question, I think I've already told you, I think 2 weeks is great. In terms of area, I would highly recommend in Istanbul, you live in an area called Taksim. Taksim is very touristy, very commercial. This is where all the tourists stay, all your cool cafes, bars, hotels, restaurants, Galata Tower, everything is there. It's very, very central also if you want to travel to other parts of the city. And she had something else also. No, that's it. Okay. Outfits I've already told you guys about. Scrolling through my gram. Okay, now a lot of people are asking me about budgets, and I think that that's a very, very relative subject. It really depends on how much you want to spend. What I will tell you is work backward is what I would tell you. Keep a budget in mind, and then find hotels that fit your budget. And I think an average meal in Turkey would be like 20 liras per person, 20-25 liras per person. If you feel like eating at a fancy place, maybe keep 40 liras per person. You can do the conversion. The currency keeps going up and down. When I was buying the currency before leaving, it was around 15 rupees to 1 lira. So it really depends. Scrolling through. Okay, I think I should come back to YouTube questions. Vegetarian options, Shubha, might be a tad bit tough. You will get them, but you might have to look around just a little bit. How to move around Turkey? Taxis, public transport, can you rent a car? I know you love to drive. So, Tulika, actually, I really wanted to rent a car and drive from city to city and even internally. It's not even an expensive option. Hi, Nibbles. My cat is here. Do you want me to open the door for you? One sec. I need to open. Yes, Baba. Opening the door for you. Sorry. Come, come, come. Sorry, guys. My cat wanted for her. I had to let her out. The reason I did not land up driving actually was because I realized that Turkey is a complete left-hand drive. Even though I have driven left-hand before and I'm familiar with it because I have driven internationally, I just thought that 2 weeks holiday, I don't know. So I kind of ruled the idea out. Yeah, but you can drive. What gifts can you buy the family from Turkey? That's a really good question, Radha. So, for me, I think from Istanbul, the most ideal present I could bring my family were ceramic crockery pieces and home decor pieces, lamps, rugs, ceramic crockery. It's all very, very beautiful. Make sure you haggle a lot. Souvenir shops are everywhere, Arushi. Like Turkey is just all tourist area, really. Anything you'd like to recommend to pack for Turkey, which is not readily available there? I think you should take your winter wear with you. I don't know if you want to shop winter wear over there. How did I pack for Turkey? You know, it's a really interesting question because I actually made sure I did not overpack. I think for the first time in my life, I must have packed light to the extent of which I only took like 5 lipsticks with me for 15 days, which is really saying something. I repeated clothes. I took a lot of separates. I only took 2 pairs of jeans, 2 pairs of jeans, and I took about 7, 8 tops, and then I repeated them. I didn't mind repeating them because I took about 8 jackets, so I worked them in different combinations. Srilata, how can I tell you luggage weight, darling? I don't know what flight what airline you're going to take. Every airline is different luggage weights. That's not a question I can answer. Sorry. Rate all 3 places starting from best. Okay, first of all, there were 4 places. This is a tough question. Istanbul, Antalya, Cappadocia, Kushadasi. That's really tough also, I should tell you, because we loved all the places. So I'm only putting them in order because you're asking me to, but we loved all the places. I think that Cappadocia and Antalya would both come second. Yeah. Did you buy a SIM card for internet connection? If yes, which one is recommended? Jitu, that's an amazing question. Yes, I didn't want to take work along, so I decided to leave my Vodafone connection. I just wanted data so that my team could reach me and FaceTime me and WhatsApp me and all of that. I didn't take my phone. I bought a local chip over there. Turkcell, Turk Telecom, Vodafone are the 3 most popular ones over there. And they charge you 135 or 145 liras and give you 6 to 8 GB. Yeah. And some minutes. Where did I keep my cats when I traveled? My cats were, first of all, I know I haven't given you guys a life update, but first of all, it's cat and not cats anymore. It's something I should address. I don't want to get into it in detail at the moment because that's not my frame of mind. And I really hope you will respect that and not ask me questions about it. I will talk about it in a life update video in the time to come. But my cat Nibbles was home. She was home with my house help Paro, who's absolutely amazing and who was looking after her with a lot of love, and we would FaceTime her every day to make sure she was fine. Srilata, you wanted to know about my luggage weight. We had 23 kgs plus cabin luggage, which is about 7 kgs. What's the currency there? Turkish liras. Tell us more about the hotel, which was different from the usual rooms. And I mentioned it in this story. Okay, you're going to have to wait for the vlog for that because I've done like room tours and everything also in my vlogs. I think you might like that. Any other questions related to Turkey? How are the Turkey people? Turkish people are so sweet. I love Turkish people. They're so kind. So kind and so helpful, and I just decided to throw on some more lipstick. Sorry. Okay, a lot of people were asking you about shopping and shopping haul and stuff like that. There is a Turkey shopping haul. I need to film it. I'll probably film it after I come back from Sri Lanka because I have no time till Sri Lanka, really. Was it a vacation or vacation? It was a hardcore vacation. Just loved it. It was my first long vacation. It was my first long, like 2-week vacation since March 2016. I've done a few mini 1 week, 4-day year there vacations, but it was my like proper long weekend and first ever long vacation with Jerry and just Jerry and me. Nidhi is asking me how much was my entire Turkey trip altogether, including flight and everything. Okay, I hope you understand, but I don't want to sit and talk about my finances and how much I chose to spend. If I had to give you a decent ballpark, keep a budget of like, I don't know, if you to stay like really good hotels and with shopping. Now, but see, I shopped a lot. So I don't know how to do this because I shopped a lot. And like in Antalya, we stayed at an extra fancy hotel because we wanted to. So I really don't know how to do it. It's tough, guys. I'm sorry, but this is not a question I know how to answer correctly in public. Okay, since a lot of you are asking me, it's see, it depends. How do I break it down? Okay, chalo. Decent ballpark अगर देना है on a budgety side, huh? On the budget side for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I think it would work out to. I'm doing maths in my head. Huh? I think around 1.2 is a safe bet for 2 weeks because your tickets are only also expensive. Actually, no, you can also do if you're looking to do it in a budget way. You might even be able to do it in like a 70 to 90 bracket. I think. हो सकता है. हो सकता है. I think. Um. The vlogs are damn detailed, guys. Like, I've broken down public transport. I've told you what bus numbers go from where to where. I've told you what their local public transport system is. I've told you like मैं जितना बोल सकती थी अपने vlogs में मैंने कहा. Like, I've broken down even like ferries, bus, funiculars, trams. I've given you full tips everywhere. Turkey is not that expensive. It's really not that expensive. It can be expensive if you decide to stay at like hi-fi hotels. But you know what I can tell you? We paid about like our hotels for 2 weeks because we stayed at really nice properties. By nice properties, I mean we didn't stay at 5 stars and all, but we stayed at nice properties. We paid around 120 or 125 for just hotels for two of us. That I can tell you. Just hotels. So someone is commenting and saying Anam spent 2 lakhs. I've just given you my hotel cost. What do you think I spent total? खाना पीना नहीं किया मैंने. सिर्फ होटल का 120 था, plus flights, plus खाना पीना, plus shopping, plus transport internally. I'm saying just hotels. Okay, so that I can tell you. Sorry. Yeah, well. The best season to visit there actually is March because in April it gets really, really like I think so for us it gets nice. March, April I would say are the best times to visit Turkey because it goes into spring and then summer and till Feb though it's damn cold. You won't be able to handle it only if you're from like Bombay. I was so I was freezing. I have been to Amsterdam. Thanks, Nidhi. That was also supposed to be on my list. I have done Amsterdam. Guys, how you're asking me hours flight from Bombay and all? Ye sab to make my trip pe check karo na. Depends on what airline and where you're like what you're going via and all. Okay, so where all did I shop from in Istanbul? I shop from a lot of brands. There's this really cool brand called Koton, which is like a Middle Eastern brand and is available in Turkey. I shop from Sephora, I shop from Bershka, I shop from Pull&Bear, I shop from Flormar, which is a really cool local Turkish cosmetic brand, and it's absolutely amazing, by the way. Yeah, Turkey haul is gonna come. Okay, I think I've answered all the questions. Now I'm gonna tune out. I've been live for about 40 minutes. Visa situation, apply in advance. Make sure you keep a buffer. Apply like a month in advance, please, because that does take time. Like Jerry's visa kept us hanging till the last minute, and we were like, "Are we going to Turkey? Are we not going to Turkey?" My visa got done instantly online because I have a valid US visa. So if you have a valid US visa, you're good. Yes, I did try Turkish coffee. It was nice. I also tried Turkish tea. It was okay. I think I just like my coffee and chai with doodh in it. Sorry. Okay, giving you the last 2-3 minutes to go ahead and post Turkey-related questions only before I tune out. I have a dinner at home tonight, and I just need to get up and finish a few things around the house before my dinner happens. Secret of my energy is water, man. Any Turkey-related questions before I start saying bye? I want to make sure these questions stay on the video. Does anybody know how I can do that? Because last time I did a live, the questions didn't stay as the comments. You can find Indian food there. Yes, Kathy, but please don't. Like, eat local food. How How do I manage weight while traveling? Yeah, I was walking 10 kilometers in a day. More cardio there than I do over here. Sab theek ho gaya. Um, how long it took you to pre-plan the Turkey tour? To be honest, Arushi, I went with this travel agent who was absolutely amazing and plans a lot of my trips, and I have mentioned about them various times. In fact, so many people started asking me if the trip was sponsored by them, and I'm like, no, guys. If I wear a lipstick that I like, I tell you all now. So if I'm going with the travel agency, I'm just letting you know. I wish my trip was sponsored, but not quite. I do get amazing discounts as perks because I'm a regular customer, but that's about it. I kind of just went with doing a little bit of research. You can finish planning your entire trip in like a week or less, or even. Can I go to Pamukkale from Izmir and then go to Antalya directly from there? Yes, you can, Soumya. Drive-wise, Antalya from Izmir is about 5 or 7 hours, I think, but I would suggest you take a flight. How did I manage to sleep while traveling? Normally, because like 1 hour flights and all, no, it really wasn't a big deal. Some say Turkey doesn't have water closets to pee. You mean like a toilet? I'm confused. Your question to me, Tulika, is some say Turkey doesn't have water closets to pee. Please tell me that's a typo. And you have to squat. I mean, they have regular toilets, guys, like we have, like pots. I'm confused. Arshi, I need you to go over to my Turkey highlight on my Instagram profile. Each and every hotel has been documented there, a lot of restaurants as well, and wait for the vlogs. They are very detailed. Take the patience of actually watching all my vlogs. बड़ी मेहनत से हमने ये बनाया है. This first Istanbul vlog that I have ready is like 20-21 minutes. Please make sure you watch it till the end. Western toilet. Of course, it has Western toilets, Tulika. It's a Western country. Okay, I think I've answered all the questions. I'm gonna tune out, you guys. No jet lag. It's only 2.5 hours behind us. Now, somebody tell me how to make sure this chat stays here, because I want to make sure that you guys get to see these comments and questions even later. And I don't know how to do this. Why don't I know how to do this? I don't know. Richard, is very easy to explore Turkey without a tour agency. Just to highlight, we didn't have a tour company taking us through Turkey. It was just us independently deciding what to do on a day-to-day basis. You don't need an everyday tour guide. That's not what I'm saying when I say I had an agency. The agency that I had was only for my hotels and nothing else, just to help us with that city-wise itinerary. ठीक है, okay, चलो. I don't think ये chat रहने वाला है, but I've answered most of your questions anyway. I'm gonna go. I love you guys very, very much. Please tell me that you're all subscribers, and please tell me that you've turned on those bell notifications I keep reminding you about. There are 5 Turkey vlogs: Istanbul, Kushadasi, Antalya, Cappadocia, and Istanbul. And there's a haul video. So there are 6 Turkey-based videos. Stay tuned. I will try and share them with you as soon as I can. I love you guys. Bye.